Hey guys, it's time for the water treatment notes, so brace yourselves, you're in for a wild ride. Essential questions to keep in mind while you are watching this video. Number one, how do we treat and clean drinking water, and how do we treat wastewater? It's also important to think about what is the difference. So we need to consider where drinking water comes from. Some places use a well that pumps water directly from an aquifer. In general, those are rural places out in the country where there's not city water, and whereas urban areas use city reservoirs, either lakes or rivers, and we pool the water and we use it from that. In water treatment plants, water flows through a series of tanks where water is filtered and treated with chemicals so that it cleans the water, and we can remove the harmful substances and kill those bad organisms, and make sure the water is clean and safe for us to use for drinking, bathing, and all these other tasks that we use water for. So here's a little diagram of a water treatment plant, and you can kind of see as it goes through all the different follow the arrows there. Groundwater actually is cleaner than surface water because the soil, as we talked about with our aquifer lab, is a natural filter that filters out bacteria and harmful chemicals from the water. The water treatment plant, we use processes such as coagulation, sedimentation, filtration, disinfection, and then storage. Finally, we have water stored in water towers like this. Another process that happens at a wastewater treatment plant is sedimentation. During this process, heavy particles settle down at the bottom. This is once we add the coagulant, and those things all just settle to the bottom. And this is just like if sediments were to fall to the bottom of a lake or a pond or the ocean for that matter. All this stuff just falls to the bottom and gets out of the way so that this water up in this area is much cleaner. It's not totally clean yet, but it's getting there. During the filtration process, water passes through filters made up of layers of sand, gravel, and soil, different sizes of particles, which all allow you to filter somewhat naturally, just like it would in nature in an aquifer, as we talked about in class. During the disinfection process, chlorine is added to water to kill bacteria or other microorganisms that may still be in the water. Water is becoming much, much cleaner now. That's something that should make you very happy. As water becomes filtered at a filtration site, water is then stored in a tank or reservoir and flows through pipes to homes and businesses. So when you see a water tower such as one of these here, the water is then going to flow down and out into pipes. It's going to flow out to homes and businesses, even to schools such as Carmel Middle School, where you are located at this moment perhaps, or to your home where you may be located, or perhaps to a bus where you're watching this video now when you should have done your homework at home.
Now, wastewater treatment is a little bit different. A sewage system is a system that collects and treats wastewater in urban areas. Now, that means that places that are like city. A septic system is a small wastewater system that's used in rural areas. That's out in the country. Alright.
So this is the diagram of a sewage system. Offices, apartments, houses, factories, they all have wastewater. That's water, any water that goes down the drain, including poop and pee and vomit and your little goldfish, fishy. Anything that you put down the toilet or the sink goes through these pipes to a water pollution control plant. It usually runs alongside a river because after the water has been cleaned, it goes right out into the river. Pretty simple. Septic systems, again, in rural areas, that's why you see all of these trees instead of more houses. They just go from the toilets, as you see, out to a septic tank. The septic tank allows the solid material to settle to the bottom, and the liquid flows out here to the leach field, and basically it just spreads out and allows nature to take its course, as it were, and the water just leaches down through and into the groundwater naturally. It filters the water through these layers of sediment and gravel and whatever happens to be here naturally, just like it would if it were just rainwater or anything before it gets down. So you're not just drinking urine if you're drinking from a well that it is pumping water from groundwater. Don't worry. So, reminder, essential questions. How do we treat and clean drinking water? And how do we treat wastewater?